Yes, Casanovians. Hope you're well. Yeah, I've just come out here. I wasn't particularly in the mood to do this live stream. My sexual energy is severely depleted. I was with a girl yesterday. We had a date. We had a wonderful evening together. I released my sexual energy multiple times, so I'm feeling quite deflatorry now. I feel like a hot air balloon that's just been popped. But yeah, I wanted to keep up with the daily live streams regardless. I just had an interesting epiphanova that I thought I would share with you boys, just to demonstrate my humanness and just to remind you that I'm still in a process of learning. You know, these live streams are very much me learning out loud and just living my life one live stream at a time, and hopefully just inspiring you with a healthy dose of optimism and just, I don't know, just giving you a human perspective on all this stuff. So you remember, I can't remember when it was, but I made a video which said how I know that I'm ready for a girlfriend, yeah? And I'm just not. I'm not. I think in myself, I am ready in terms of if I wanted to do that, if I wanted to go all in with one girl and be her capital B boyfriend, then I do believe from an emotional maturity standpoint, I am ready. But in terms of actually playing that out practically, like being exclusive to one person and giving my all to a relationship, like I'm not ready for that. And I realize that now after having a lot of experiences out here with really incredible girls. I'm always itching to get back to this, like to the pursuit. You know, I made a comment yesterday, purpose over punani. Yeah, and I think that what I've really learned from my time being here in Thailand is personal renaissance is the only absolute. Yeah, personal renaissance is the only absolute, and I'm not in a position in my life to give my all to a relationship. I think going all in with one person, I think relationships are the ultimate self-improvement exercise. Like, I really would have to give my all to one person, and in this particular season of my life, that is not the priority for me now, and I'm grateful to myself and I'm grateful to God that I've actually got the emotional maturity to be able to recognize that, to be able to look back and be like, oh yeah, people do make long-term decisions on short-term feelings, and I was guilty of that. I think as well, because I was living in the Lake District, it was just me and my mum. I think I was craving that female nourishment, you know, that feminine affection, and because I've had it in bucket loads out here in Thailand, it's like I've scratched that particular itch now. Does that make sense? And now I just want to get back to dominating, just to penetrate the world, just building this movement to be just the fucking best movement in the world, you know? They're just inspiring millions and millions of people. Like I've said before, I'm already operating like I've got 1 million subscribers. I'm already operating like I'm already a millionaire. I just don't have the money in my bank account yet. Like I genuinely believe that I've been put on this earth for a reason. I genuinely believe that I'm special. I genuinely believe that I am the chosen one. And look, I know that's gonna trigger so many people. I can already imagine people in the comments like getting ready to lash me with some sweet commentary. But look, this is just me putting thoughts out into the world. I think if you get triggered by anything that I say, I think that's your own insecurities coming out. You know, you don't have to listen to anything that I say. If you don't like me, you don't resonate with me, then stop watching. But I don't know. I just feel as though I've had this sensation since I was young, where I just feel as though, you know, I've spoke about before. I think the meaning of life is the fulfillment of a promise. Yeah, I think that before I was put on this earth, I made a promise with God that I would fulfill a predetermined purpose. Yeah, I think that I've been put on this earth to inspire a generation of men to live a life beyond the beige, and I don't know, I hope that you can live vicariously through me and just use me as inspiration to just get out there, crush it, create your own empires, build your own legacy, and not to die with your music still inside of you. But yeah, I think I think now that I have had my fix of the feminine, let's call it, I realized how important to me my sexual energy is. Like if I had a girlfriend, like if I actually had a girlfriend right now, it would be so much distraction. Yeah, I think I enjoy having the girlfriend experiences, but to be somebody's capital B boyfriend, I know I'm not ready for that. And like I say, I'm grateful that I can actually look back at the things that I used to say and just have like have a rational perspective. Like, come on, Kristian, come on, you're not ready for that, because that would mean a lot, you know, like for me to go all in with somebody. Yeah, no, I'm just thinking about it now. Like, am I ever going to be ready for that? I think it's important to just get. I guess it's the same as like having a child in a way. Like, I don't want to have children until I'm at least 35. Like, I want to get all of my, let's say, career ambitions out of my system first. But I don't know. I think it just demonstrates that I don't know myself fully, and I think that's okay. You know, I think it's okay if you say something like, oh, I'm ready for a girlfriend, and then maybe a month later, after you've had different experiences, like we're always different people, aren't we? A good friend of mine, he once said to me that every 10 years you become a completely different person, and that's why people, if you're in a relationship with somebody, if you've been with that person for 10 years, it's like you're a different person now. So you might not be compatible anymore. But for me, I feel like I've become a new person like every fucking 3 days, man. But it's nice, you know, it's just nice. Like, there's not really any particular purpose to this live stream. I was like, right, I need to make a live stream today. I don't really have that much to talk about. But then the more I'm talking to you, the more I realize, oh, I actually do have things to talk about. Look, even if this is just valuable to one person, then that's mission accomplished. Do you know what I mean? It's like, well, if I say something and it triggers you into being more emotionally brave, emotionally intelligent, to actually look at your life right now and be like, right, what do I actually want? And then maybe a week later, you don't want those things anymore. And that's okay. Like, that's okay. I think a lot of guys these days have got too much ego attached to things that they used to say. Like, oh, be a man of your word. You said you must do this. It's like, dude, winners quit. Like, winners quit. Like, if maybe a week ago you were like, oh, I want to work this job, or I want to start this business, or I want to learn this language, and then a week later you're like, meh, that's not really me anymore, then fine. Like, or maybe you are just being a little bitch, maybe you are just being lazy. I don't know you. You know yourself better than I do, or maybe you don't. Maybe you fucking don't. But yeah, I was definitely wrong about that, and I think God has planted me here in Bangkok to just be like, listen, bro, you little prick, you little moron, like, you're not ready for a girlfriend yet, because we've still got a lot of work to do, right? Personal renaissance is the only truth. Personal renaissance is the only absolute. And I think it's about me becoming the most amazingly awesome version of myself. And then, yeah, one day, okay, maybe I will be ready for that. But I've just got too much shit that I'm trying to accomplish right now that I don't have the emotional and energetic capital to expend into one person. I think that's a fair appraisal as well. Do you know what I mean? Like, if I know in myself I'm not ready to invest wholeheartedly into one person, then I'm doing that person a favor as well, because I wouldn't want anybody to be in a relationship with me and I wasn't going all in that relationship. So yeah, look, I'm 27 years old right now. A lot of people that I went to school with, they're like married, they have children, you know, they're living that comfortable lifestyle, but that's not for me. Like, I've got too much shit that I want to do. I've got too much shit that I want to accomplish. And look, I'm gonna continue to enjoy having these girlfriend experiences. I think that's important for men today. I think most men are currently frustrated because they lack love from the feminine. I think having these girlfriend experiences where I'm able to find women who I connect with, have these cosmic connections with them, and then it's made clear from the start that this is not going to be a monogamous adventure. But I don't know, I think as long as we can just enjoy each other's company and be clear on everything, then I think that's cool. I think that's good. But I don't know, look, ultimately I might know nothing. This is me just learning out loud. I might have completely different viewpoints next week, but I don't know, I feel like these live streams offer a safe space for me to just expostulate my experiences and just share them with you. And like I say, I hope me speaking into the ether hopefully inspires you as well to just look at yourself critically. But yeah, I mean, look, it's a beautiful evening here tonight. I actually had a date scheduled tomorrow with a girl, but the girl who I met yesterday, I felt the connection was way stronger. And what I've realized as well is, look, going on going on multiple dates a week is amazing. I think every guy should experience that. It's incredible. But the place I'm in my life right now, I really only want to be expending my emotional capital on girls that I'm like, yes. I think less is more for me now. You know, it takes time. It costs money. It's time out of my schedule. As fun as it is, I think me being more selective with my time, you know, the people I'm choosing to spend my time with. So yeah, look, I had a date scheduled tomorrow, and I'm gonna cancel that date because I've got shit that I need to get sorted. I want to get back onto, you know, the fucking Grindosaurus Rex. Just it's not even a fucking word, man, but it is now. Just get back onto that, you know, just like work mode. And yeah, look, I'm still going to enjoy myself, of course, but you know, I've found girls that I'm enjoying spending time with. I will continue to entertain those relationships. I'm not really looking to find new playmates at the moment. Like I say, I just want to be tunneled in. Certainly for the next like 2 or 3 days, just like, you know, like uber focus, laser focus. I've got a project that I'm working on at the moment. I want to get that sorted. I just want to give my all to myself. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if any of this actually makes sense. It's just an absolute rambling mess, but I hope it makes sense to a degree. This is not advice. This is not even it's not how to. It's just me expostulating into the ether. And if anything that I've said has been semi-valuable, then great. I might know nothing. Take this live stream for what it is. It's just me saying, oh yeah, this is how I feel today. I feel drained of sexual energy, but that's nice. I'm not trying to live like a monk. I'm just trying to live like a fucking Casanovian Renaissance warrior. Yeah, and that's nice, isn't it? So I'm not even going to do it. I'm not even going to do a call to action on this one. I'm just gonna end it there. But yeah, I appreciate what you say. I think I'm special as well, dude. I think we should all think that. Do you know what I mean? I don't understand these days why loving yourself, why is that a pejorative? Do you know what I mean? It's like, why would you not want to give yourself a rational faith? Like, why would you not have delusional optimism in your own abilities? I think any people who get triggered, if I say to the world, oh, I believe I'm special, if I say to the world, I love myself, if I say to the world, I think I've been put on this earth to fulfill a purpose which was preordained by God, I just think it's a loser mentality if you get triggered by that. If I see or hear somebody online and they're speaking their ideal life into existence, if they are their own biggest cheerleader, if they've got delusional optimism and irrational faith in their own abilities, I'm like, fuck yes, bro. I get behind that. But I think it's what I've said to you boys before. It's like, when I put this content out there into the world, I'm putting it out there to attract my people and repel the rest. It's like, I think polarization is the best thing that we can do in this life. Like, you're never gonna, if you try and be everything to everybody, then you're gonna attract nobody. So I think to be able to polarize, not just in your romantic relationships, but your social relationships and your business relationships as well, just being that polarizing figure, and you can just say to the world, yeah, this is me, take it or leave it, here's what I believe, this is what I like, this is what I don't like. If you don't like me, that's fine. If you do like me, I feel like the people who like me, are the people who love me. Do you know what I mean? I don't really feel as though you can feel lukewarm about me. You're either going to fucking adore me or you're going to fucking detest me. And I think that's the best way of living your life. What's the point? Like, I think if you are that lukewarm, tepid person, then you're not really living. You know, you're hiding. You're scared of, oh, what's this person going to think of me? Or am I being a bit too egoic right now? I think ego's got its place. I think we need ego in order to strive, in order to win. But it's a tool, isn't it? I think it's a tool that we can use. I think if you're just like crippled by ego, it's probably not the best one, is it? But I don't know. Again, I might know nothing. Love it. How did you build mental strength that you brought to this stage in your life you're currently in? That's a good question, bro. How did I build this emotional and mental strength? I think it's been a combination, to be honest, of I think I made a practice out of dive bombing into discomfort early on. That's the first thing that I would say. Just making a habit out of doing what terrifies me as often as possible. Like, for example, maybe 6 years ago, I'd never be able to come out to a public area and record myself. I'd never be able to just walk along a public area where, you know, I'm just like fucking flailing my arms around talking to you. Right now, I feel as though I'm the only person in the world. Like, that's my mindset in this life. I do believe deeply in the notion of solipsism. So I believe that only the self is real. I'm not conscious of anybody else's consciousness. So, you know, when people are always like, oh, I'm anxious, I've got the spotlight effect, I'm scared what people are going to think of me. Like, the way that I view it is like everyone else is an NPC. I'm just drifting through life. I believe like I'm the only conscious figure on this earth because, again, I don't know what it's like to be anybody else. So I'm just kind of viewing everyone else as an NPC. I'm the main character in my own video game. But yeah, I think emotional, like mental resilience, like doing what terrifies you on a daily basis, creating a list of everything that scares you, and then making a point this week to do at least one of those things. Maybe it's called approaching a girl. Maybe it's asking your boss for a promotion. Maybe it's creating content online. You know, maybe you've actually got shit that you want to share with the world, but you're scared of public disapproval. Oh, what if I put my thoughts into the world and I get judged for it? But it's like Virgil said, blessings on your courage, boy. That's the way to the stars. Yeah, so just being able to act in spite of fear, I think that's the main thing. And I think just radical acceptance as well. I think that's one of the main things for me, radical acceptance, just accepting everything about yourself. It's like the whole serenity prayer, you know, like fixing what you can, then featuring the rest. Because there's always going to be things that you're insecure about. Do you know what I mean? There's always going to be things that you wish were different, or you start to get flooded in those self-comparisons, like, oh, looking at other people, thinking that they've got the perfect life, the grass is always greener on the other side. But dude, just accepting yourself. Oh, look at this fucking view over here. Just accepting yourself fully. Like I've got a hairy ass, I've got a weird wrinkly forehead, I've got a pelican fucking nose. What else? I've got random other shit that is just like, I used to be insecure about that at one point in my life, and now I'm like, yeah, fuck it. I love myself unconditionally. People don't like me, you can go fuck yourself. And I think just having humor as well. Just having humor. Like I think people take life too seriously. They go through the whole like cold approach on robot mode, like, oh, must speak to girl, must get number, because you're so conditioned by the pickup paradigms. I think I could talk about emotional resilience until the cows come home. I would say maybe you're new to my content, so it could be quite useful to you to just zip through some of my videos so you can see like who I am and what I'm about. But like I say, I'm going to be working on this new project at the moment, which is going to put a lot of my mindsets and my thoughts into one coherent piece. But yeah, I actually think this is, oh, look at that view, fuck me. It's nice, that. But yeah, hopefully that answers your questions. But yeah, man, I actually think this has been a really good live stream. I wasn't even in the mood to make one, but what I usually find with this stuff is once I get talking, like, God just delivers the words to me, you know? So yeah, just to recap, I'm definitely not ready for a girlfriend. I'm going to continue to gallivant across the globe, crusade, penetrate the world. Like, honestly, my only focus right now is me. Like building myself into the most magnetic, best version of me and delivering my best self to you. That's it. It's like purpose over punani, 100%. And that doesn't mean that I'm going to become gonna go on like full on monk mode, but just being out here has really made me understand myself more. Personal renaissance really is the only absolute. And yeah, I don't know. I think that's a good point to end on. All I know is I know nothing. I'm just learning out loud, one live stream at a time. But I think you boys appreciate the raw authenticity. I'm not coming on here speaking as a guru. I'm just speaking to you as a brother, someone who gets it. And yeah, I think the final thing that I'll say is just go back to my oldest videos. I think evidence has got the loudest voice, and I think if you can see who I was and fast forward to who I am today, I'm supremely proud of myself, the person that I've become. And yeah, I'm excited to continue the evolution. I'm going to stop talking now because I don't think I have anything valuable left to say, but I love you boys very much. I really do. I appreciate every single one of you. Even the people who don't like me, even the people who leave hate comments, I love you all as well, because without you guys, like, there's no way I would have become the person that I am today. It was really those hate comments back in the day, like, oh, you're ugly, you look physically disadvantaged, you're a 4 out of 10 at best. Like, those were the comments that really motivated me. So nothing is good or bad, it's the thinking that makes it so. Everything is feedback and everything is there to serve us. So yeah, I'm gonna stop talking now. I'm gonna shut the fuck up. Anyway, right, cool, bye.